You and I cannot tell about anyone's tasdeeq, which is why, on one occasion, when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam sent Usama ibn Zayd radiallahu ta'ala anhu together with another Ansari companion on a Sariya. Yeah. And while they were in that, entanglement, they came upon this gentleman from the tribe of Juhaina, if I'm not wrong, who they were, able to corner because it was a battlefield. They were able to corner this gentleman, and since it was, a war-like situation, and he was going to attack them, and they were going to attack him, so they both had swords, etc. Yeah. So when this gentleman realized that he is under the sword of both the Ansari companion and Usama ibn Zayd radiallahu anhuma, so he immediately said, La ilaha illallah. He immediately said this line, La ilaha illallah. And the minute the Ansari companion radiallahu anhu heard this man say, La ilaha illallah, he pulled away. He said, No, I'm not going to raise my hands at him because he said La ilaha illallah. However, Usama ibn Zayd radiallahu anhu perhaps was not aware of the ruling that if a person has said La ilaha illallah, then, he cannot be killed like this. Therefore, he shot him with his spear, and this man died. And then eventually the Prophet ﷺ learned about this. And the Prophet ﷺ either summoned, or in another narration, Usama ibn Zayd radiallahu anhu himself went up to the Prophet ﷺ and narrated the entire incident and said that this guy said La ilaha illallah, and I actually murdered him even after. The Prophet ﷺ actually was very severely upset with how Usama ibn Zayd radiallahu anhu, went on to murder him, went on to kill him. So he said, Ya Usama, أقتلته بعد أن قال لا إله إلا الله أقتلته بعد أن قال لا إله إلا الله. I mean, the Prophet ﷺ asked him this question, did you actually kill him بعدما قال لا إله إلا الله, even after he had said لا إله إلا الله? He immediately responded. I mean, who? Usama ibn Zayd immediately responded to him and said, O Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, innama kana muta'awwidha. He said it only in order to seek refuge. He had not wanted to be killed like this. That's why he said La ilaha illallah. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was severely upset. In another narration, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam actually asked him, Afala shaqaqta an qalbihi. I mean, did you actually tear apart the chest, the bosom of this gentleman to say that he actually meant when he said that kalima? I mean, what the point we're trying to make here, and the point the Prophet ﷺ was making here, is that we are to go by what is obvious. We are to go by the utterances, the actions of a person. We do not know what their hearts contain. You remember, long ago, of course, we talked about al-Islam, wal-Iman, wal-Ihsan. And when we talked about that, we said that Islam talks only about your obvious. Islam looks at only what you say and what you do. Islam doesn't mean, that you have to tear open the heart of someone and check if they really have Iman in their hearts or not. So Islam is only about your, gestures, actions, and about what you say, about your sayings. So while this man, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, kept saying this particular line, Ya Usama, aqataltahu ba'dama qala la ilaha illallah. Ya Usama, aqataltahu ba'dama qala la ilaha illallah. Ya Usama, aqataltahu ba'dama qala la ilaha illallah. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said it so much and so many times that at once Usama ibn Zayd thought to himself, wish I had not become a Muslim up until this point, which means wish I had become a Muslim after killing this man. After this incident was over, after I made this huge error that I unnecessarily murdered this man, I wish I had become a Muslim then, because what happens is, when you become a Muslim, all your previous sins are forgiven. So he was saying that if I had not become a Muslim, and if this action had taken place, from my hands before my Islam, and then if I had become a Muslim, this murder, would have easily been forgiven by Allah Azza wa Jal. Therefore, that's what he kept saying. I mean, that's what he kept wishing for. So back to the point that this is why we are asked to look at only what the person is saying, not what their hearts possess, because matters pertaining to hearts are in the domain of Allah Azza wa Jal. So Allah Azza wa Jal himself says, Wallahu alimum bidhati sudur. So Allah Azza wa Jal knows if a person is really a mu'min, really a Muslim or not. We can only look at the action of a person, and if we hear that the person has said La ilaha illallah, then he amongst us is a Muslim, and we will, discharge all the duties of a Muslim with him, and we will behave with him, we will conduct with him like that of a Muslim.